college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Spartans are flying down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The aerial assault continues. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Getting some heat. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that...
Going over the top. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Rob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll bring it back. It's Simon. And now the hit knocks it loose. He's going to get loose. All the way in for the touchdown.
And that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Booth. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Oh, look out! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulldogs. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Clay. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's a draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's sacked. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. The Spartans are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get...
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, you can take it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Michigan State 28, Louisiana Tech 14.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Bulldogs get enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy on this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that first down and help keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab outside. It's Robertson. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On second down, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third down, going up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. To get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Simon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
From the gun, the running back has it. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball.
How about this? A fake. And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down. And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Now on the option. The pitch. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Michigan State.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Get in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. On the run, it's Frazier. Smashes through. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Zings it complete to the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He'll throw on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, not down a distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Trucks through the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Clements. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Avant. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Spartans will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Spartans.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A play play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going up top. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead.
Off he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
They're going to run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was
going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Open space at the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop them.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
First down from the offense.
On the set. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Spartans headed quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action, feeling some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got his man quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan State!
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Showing the arm strength to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clements. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got him, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is.
He lofts one down the sideline. Caught at the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll set up to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Louisiana Tech 60, Michigan State 55.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can nudge this one forward just a bit, that might wrap things up here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Louisiana Tech will just try to run out the clock. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to beat the clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this.
Lofts one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
It's now 4th down.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.